This is just a little fix I applied to the code in the tutorial when I was working with it to develop my driving game. So this was my issue. If I have my car and I make it start going in a circle, it does pretty well. It did pretty well at low speeds, really low speeds. But even at like 10 miles an hour, I start to see that my circle moved around. Theoretically, this car is rotating about a fixed center point. It should be rotating in a single circle. But even here at 55 miles an hour, you can see the circle is moving quite a bit. I can speed it up even more, and this thing just jitters all around. It's mostly staying in one place right now, but I think it's just sort of luck of the draw. I've seen it jitter off the screen before. What's happening is I'm updating the location 60 times a second based on the velocity. And then I'm changing the velocity based on the angle the car's at. So I'm changing the velocity. I'm updating the velocity based on the angle the car's at. Then I'm updating the position based on the velocity, and then I'm updating the angle. What I found worked a lot better was, instead of doing that in one fell swoop, was to update the velocity and position half the way based on the starting angle and half the way based on the ending angle. And so that's what this looks like. Here the car on the left has that fix applied, and the car on the right doesn't. It's just what we saw before. They're both controlled by the same controls, and if I update the speed, you know, at like 15 miles an hour, I can start to see a little jitter in the old way. And the new way still gets jitter. It still has a little bit. Here at, we're up to 50 miles an hour. You can still see that the circle's moving a little bit. This is at 57 miles an hour. But for all intents and purposes, this is pretty much solves the issue. And I can run it up to 100 miles an hour, and it's not any serious jitter. Now, in real life, I don't think the car could hold this circle at 100 miles an hour. It's only like a 11 meter diameter circle, which this car would skitter off. But since I don't, since my physics doesn't handle that, doing the position update in 2 steps mostly fixes the issue. All right, this is Dubious Code. Thanks for watching.